Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We will be reviewing a Battlefield Redsec, as well as discussing Call of Duty news, ranging from details on the endgame mode from the upcoming Black Ops 7 to Paramount's Call of Duty movie entering pre-production. Starting with Battlefield, for those out of the loop, Redsec is Battlefield's first offer of free-to-play game mode since 2011's Battlefield Play for Free, which was based on tech from Battlefield 2. Now it's 2025, and EA is leveraging tech from Battlefield 6 to feature a battle royale and the new gauntlet mode. This battle royale in Redsec is not EA's first attempt at the game mode in the Battlefield franchise. Back in 2019, the Trial by Fire update brought Firestorm mode into Battlefield 5. While Firestorm had some interesting ideas, the combination of its lack of polish, no crossplay, and being required to purchase the controversial Battlefield 5 held the game mode back from its full potential. Redsec, on the other hand, fixes all of those issues while at the same time introducing some new ones. Key issues this time around that weren't present in Battlefield 5's Firestorm mode being the lack of solos mode and the way Bullet Bloom works in Battlefield 6. Bullet Bloom has been in Battlefield since the beginning of the franchise, but its implementation in Battlefield 6 is seemingly the most random it's ever been, contrasting the last entry in the franchise, 2042, which had Bullet Bloom dialed back. And yes, I already know what every Battlefield veteran is saying, you have to tap fire, bro, which is not actually a solution this time around. Every assault rifle, carbine, and DMR in Battlefield 6 is lacking first shot accuracy, which introduces more random bloom even if you're firing one bullet at a time. I understand the design intention. Nobody wants to get melted full auto from miles away like COD. However, with how random bloom is in Battlefield 6, you can get lucky with your bloom and absolutely melt your enemy instantly, then in the next gunfight not hit a damn thing. That inconsistency in gunplay combined with the server desync makes for several what the fuck just happened moments and not the fun kind. That said, the main thing that makes Redsec stand out is successfully tying in the class system of Battlefield 6 to give everyone on the squad their own unique and impactful role that allows them to contribute to getting the victory royale. Engineers deal with vehicles, recon handles long-range engagements and spotting enemies, support quickly revives teammates in a pinch, and assault, well, assault exists, and you can put up a ladder, I guess. Not really useful, but you have three other classes that are. Destruction is another highlight of Redsec, as building campers can be easily dealt with by using explosives and airstrikes to level whatever structure they're ratting in. And for those who don't care for BR and who still want to play what Redsec has to offer, Gauntlet mode is available for you and three others to complete a variety of objectives on smaller portions of the BR map. In my experience, most randoms play this like team deathmatch to level up their guns, but the objective variety is there, and there's definitely a sense of escalating tension as more and more squads are eliminated. The final round is intense as the last two remaining squads battle it out with respawns disabled. All that said, I give Redsec a solid 7 out of 10. There's a good foundation here for EA to expand upon and give both BR fans and traditional Battlefield fans a fun, free-to-play experience that can stand toe-to-toe with other giants in the industry such as Fortnite and COD. Based on what I've described, you'd think that the Battlefield community would be ecstatic to have something free to play that introduces new players into what Battlefield 6 has to offer with two well-polished game modes. However, you would be incorrect. Fans are not happy with Redsec as the game requires you to play the Battle Royale mode in Redsec as a part of Battlefield 6's weekly challenge system. This led to a review bombing of Redsec on Steam, which gives a false impression of what people genuinely think about the BR and Gauntlet mode. This review bombing is really a symptom of the bigger problem with Battlefield 6 and Redsec that no one wants to talk about for some reason: the progression system. This is by far, since progression was introduced into Battlefield, the slowest progression system ever. I'm talking about investing 15 hours of gameplay per weapon to reach max level and get all the attachments. EA DICE, this is retarded. Battlefield is not a Korean MMO. And it's not just the attachments either. You got a majority of these base weapons and gadgets that are fundamental to contributing to your team locked away behind challenges that are so tedious, people would rather clog up the portal servers endlessly killing bots to get them over with. Since most Battlefield players are hyper-focused on getting everything done as quickly as possible so they can actually enjoy the game, Redsec's weekly challenges are seen as an annoying obstacle rather than something optional. This is EA's fault. What I hope EA takes away from the mixed rating on Steam is not that the game sucks per se, but rather the progression system is far too slow. But if you're feeling slow lately, Dubby has a solution for you. The new Chainsaw Man collab flavor, Bleeding Orange, gives you the strength, energy, and strenergy to keep you grinding into the late hours of the night. Go to dubby.gg, use code JimmyHomeless for 10% off your order. Also be on the lookout for 4 collector's cups featuring all your favorite characters from Chainsaw Man. Alright, moving on, we have news on the end game mode for Black Ops 7. This mode will unlock after beating the campaign and takes place on the massive Avalon map previously talked about on this channel. What's new is how the mode will work, specifically how similar it is to Modern Warfare Zombies introduced in Modern Warfare 3 2023. Not only are you fighting typical campaign enemies, but zombies will be there as well. 32 players will load into endgame with a maximum squad size of 4. I say maximum because you do have the option to go in solo. While Modern Warfare Zombies had 3 tiers of enemy difficulties depending on what section of the map you're on, endgame bumps it up to 4 tiers, with that 4th and final tier bringing in the toughest enemies and the best rewards. Being an extraction style mode, what you loot in an endgame match can be brought back with you if you successfully extract. Another similarity to Modern Warfare Zombies is the lack of PvP. Previous reports have described endgame as a PvE-PvP hybrid like most extraction shooters, but Treyarch has pivoted to PvE only. So if you run into another player from a different squad on the map, you only have the option to either help them or leave them be. What I hope for endgame the most is that Treyarch removes the stupid match timer that was present in both DMZ and Modern Warfare Zombies. Nobody likes resetting every 45 minutes just because. The new Microsoft server structure should be plenty robust enough to support more lobbies without the need for a reset. Also, don't actually wait for 32 players to start a match. Do a 60-second countdown and then just start the damn match. This way, when the Black Ops 7 life cycle ends, people can still play without having to wait forever. Moving on from endgame, we have news regarding skill-based matchmaking in the COD franchise as a whole. Here is an example of why you shouldn't jump to blaming the producers of a game for a terrible design decision when it actually came from the developers themselves. The long-running theory is that Activision were the ones who implemented the modern SBMM algorithm to make more money, but it was actually revealed by a former COD dev that the idea for the modern SBMM algorithm was pushed to Activision by Israel Ward. While a revelation, it's not a particularly surprising one, as Infinity Ward has gone on the record about dumbing the game down so any mouth breather can get a kill here or there. Which leads us to an interesting scenario. SBMM is out for Black Ops 7, but what about Infinity Ward's next game? I predict they'll just do whatever and not give a fuck about what the players want. Next, we have news for a Call of Duty movie in production at Paramount. They're bringing in Peter Berg to direct with military movie credits such as Lone Survivor and Battleship. Taylor Sheridan is co-writing, who is credited for the spectacular Sicario movie, which directly inspired the campaign and setting of Modern Warfare 2 2022. From what I can tell, this could be Kino, but we'll have to wait and see what the main actors and narrative turned out to be before making any judgments. I do trust Paramount. They did a great job with the Sonic movies, so adapting a video game well is something they have plenty experience with. Alright everypony, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you think of Redsec, Endgame, and the COD movie. Drop a comment down below, leave a like, and subscribe for more Jimmy content. Oh, and check this out.
Yeah,